Totally normal. Feels good.
How you been enjoying Las Vegas, Casey?
That's fine.
Quiet.
Are you only here for this? This is much better. Good. Uh-huh.
How you been enjoying Las Vegas?
It's fun. I lost a bunch of money on the
All right. What do we got here? What's next? Gotta yank the muffler. They can't just be easy, can they? Never. No. No. Let's see here. Doo-dah. Doo-dah. There we go. Whoa. Move the whole sled. This is a new one for me. I've never taken apart one of these before. Look at this rinky dinky. Look at that. It's like thumb sized, the hole for the exhaust. That's a trip. I also have a actual hole right here. Okay. Well, where's my paint marker? There is the paint marker. We'll have to get Frosty to weld that back up. Weld it up. Who's in here watching? Say hi if you're in here. Oh, let's see here. What if we take a look in the cylindre? Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow. It does not look bad at all. That's pretty rad. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Let's move on. What do we got next? Already did that. Remove the carburetor. Okay. Sure. No problemo. Oh, what an idiot. It's an 8. Like I didn't know that. It's an 8. We gotta take this carburetor out just so we can adjust the ski. So lame. But once it's out, I'll be able to adjust that ski a lot easier in the future. So it's temporary suckness. What's up, Aaron Chamberlain? Thanks for watching, dude. Let's see here. Taking out the carburetor. Taking out the carburetor. Oh, okie dokie. Dang, we got 4 people in here watching. Not bad. Where you guys all watching from? Get off this fuel line. Okie dokie. We'll pop off the oil line over here. Oh. There goes the little collar. And come on, there goes the oil line. Oh, Omaha, Nebraska. Nice. Yeah, we've got some snow here right now. But not enough to go ride sleds yet. Some people have been like skiing and snowboarding. And the ski resort's actually going to open tomorrow. If you Google, or open this weekend, maybe today. If you Google Mount Rose Ski Resort, Reno, Nevada, she will come up. Trying to get the angle right here for you guys on the camera. What's next? Let's remove on. Let's see here. Get these breather hoses out, or these vent tubes. Got a little clamp there. This is for the primer. Get that out of there. There we go. Let's get some wrenches and see, we're gonna need a 13, maybe a 14, a 10, maybe a 9. Got a little collection. It is a 14. I think on the Polaris stuff it's maybe a 13, which is why I always have it in my head. Maybe it's a 14. I don't know. It's been maybe a year and a half since I've done a Polaris carb. Last year I just really only rode the new stuff for the most part. Come on, Choke. Come on, man. You so close, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, sweet relief. Okay. Let's get working on the throttle. Right now, to answer your question, Aaron, I am working on a Yamaha Bravo 250 cc single cylinder. It's a snowmobile made for children and for adults who want to travel far distances and use a little bit of gas. Trappers use them in Canada. They're a really cool machine. They're actually extremely fun to ride as an adult. It's basically a pit sled, like a pit bike, but a snowmobile. And yeah, I've been wanting one. Frosty's got one, and found one over the summer. We've done a bunch of work to it, like cutting the tunnel, and like I've got like a mountain setup back here basically, and gonna have some fun. I'm gonna do some build videos with it and stuff. There we go. Almost everything's discoed except for, let's see here, that's our throttle safety stuff. We kind of deleted on that. And I think it's time to take off the carburetor. One step closer. I'll leave it in the group chat in case anyone wants to see. Yamaha Bravo 250. Toss that in the old Google machine. Check it out. You're gonna want one. Everybody wants one. Once they find out what it is, how cool they are. There we go. I bet you this base gasket's leaking a little bit. Just a little bit. Excuse me, float bowl gasket. We ain't doing no base gaskets, hopefully. Hopefully. That would be really shitty. What kind of sled you got there, Aaron? I got a little fleet here. It's just some of them. It's most of them, but there's a few at my buddy's house too. Oh, I just wonder if it would let a feller will it maybe let me break it free? Would it just maybe let me do it? Ouch. Nope, that didn't hurt at all. I was just being dramatic. Dang it, Mang. So the whole reason this is all coming apart is because right down in there is the other end of the tie rod, and there's a lock nut on it, and I can't get it loose. And we need to adjust the ski over here, the alignment of the ski. And yeah, the only way to get to it and get it loose right now, since it's probably been tight its entire life, is to yank the entire motor, which is, you know, a little less than ideal, but whatever. At least we'll get to clean on it all. Probably gonna have to do, actually really get my hands in here. Would probably be the smartest thing. I wonder if there's a standard that would fit a little better. Ooh. Come on. No. Too tight. I bet you this is gonna be too big. I already got a 10 over there. Oh. Well, the 10 fits real nice, but I bet you it's a bear to try and break that loose with a 10. Ugh. I don't want to bend anything. All right, well, we're just gonna keep taking it all out. What up, everybody? Tell me what sleds you've got in the group chat. Let me know. It's cool what everyone's got. Everyone's got different stuff, you know, because we all live in different areas and different sleds were popular at different times, and you know, it's pretty rad. Okay, exhaust is out, carbs out. What's next? The D handle from the starter rope. Okay. Okay. Careful. Careful. Don't lose the rope here, Benny. That would be really crummy. That would suck. But we're good. We're good. All right. What's next? D handle from starter rope, not the rope. Spark plug wire. Already done. Pulse pipe from the fuel pump. Okay. Here's the fuel pump. This is it right here. Okay. Okay. It's probably hard for you guys to see. It's in there underneath the motor. Or underneath the intake port. But we're gonna get that off. And when we go to put it back, we're gonna route it a little better. That's the nice thing about taking stuff apart, is sometimes people put it back together, they don't do the best job in the world, and you get to reroute stuff the way it was supposed to be. No. That's tight. Sometimes tight's good in life, but for this, oh, that is. Whew. Okay, that's. Yo, 7 people in the group chat. What sleds do you all have? Tell me. I want to know. I'll write it. Yo, 7 people in the group chat. What sleds do you all have? Tell me. I want to know. I'll write it. Okay. I wonder if we can get it to spin a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't think it's ever been off. Oh, this old stuff is so fun. unbelievable, dude. That is like way less than ideal how I want to get it off. Just cranking on it. That's fine. We'll bring out some persuaders. See if we can just get it to spin. Trying to get this fuel pulse line off of here, and it is just, it's been on there since 87. There we go. Now we got to spin now. Okay. Let's see if we can get in here with the old flathead. There we go. Yep. When we put that back on, we will, in the words of Putin, put some looby dooby on that. So the next time we're in here, it's not a nightmare. We're also gonna reroute on that. Okay, pulse line off. What's next? We're gonna put some shop towels in here and make sure that we don't get nothing in here as we're thrashing. Where's everybody from? Tell me where y'all are from. I'm genuinely curious. Okay. Oil line that feeds absolute the auto lube pump. Disconnect the joint in the middle of the line. Do not let air in the line. Do not. Do not. What? Oh. That might work, but do we have something better? Yeah. I'm liking the look of this better. So I'm gonna use one of these Allen sockets to plug up the oil line so we don't get any air in the line. Yeah. That seems like a pretty good fit. Oof, I don't want to stretch it though too much. No, I don't think it'll stretch it worse then. Aaron, I am in Reno, Nevada. If you look that up, I ride in the Lake Tahoe area, which is in the mountains of the Sierra Nevada. This will be my 18th season riding here. I moved here 1 year after high school and stayed. But yeah, be year 18 and pretty excited. I've got a 25 9R, a 25 Boost. Those will be like my two main sleds this year. And then I've got this, I think it's a 05 440. It only runs on race gas. It's an IQ, a Snowcross. And I've got a Gen 2 800 there for sale. Trying to get rid of that thing. It's got, you know, brand new OEM crank, brand new forged pistons, new Nickel cylinders. I've spent so much time and money on that sled over the years. I originally built it because I wanted to put nitrous on it, but quickly found out nitrous was impossible to get in the area at the time. So I just overbuilt the sled. I've actually have a set of twin pipes over there for it, but I need the sled gone. I need the space, and I've lost interest in that sled, to be completely honest with you. But not like this here Yamaha Bravo. This sled, has my full captive attention. Any of you guys ever ridden out west? And if so, where? We are still over here trying to get this oil line off the oil pump. But because everything is from 1987 and it's probably never been off, we're really enjoying ourselves. We'll get the oil pump line off here though. We are making headway. Come on. At some point I'm just gonna right into my hands. It happens pretty much every time, right? Every time you get the old flathead out and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna pry just a little bit this time. It won't be like last time. Wham! Right into your palm every time. Maybe not every time, because we did just get away with that right there. Oh, that one's not too big enough. God damn it. Hopefully this fits. Oh man, they're all shit. Okay, let's see if we can zip tie up on that. Try to keep that in an ideal spot where we don't introduce a bunch of air bubbles. Okay, let's grab the zip ties real quick. Got the zip ties. Oh, we got some more messages here. It's funny that you said you're telling me. It's funny. Yeah, you do need 800 bigger. The sled that's for sale, this 800 right here, $900. Like I said, new I've spent so much money on it, dude. It's got the brand new OEM crank, brand new forged pistons, SLP pipe on it, SLP clutching, SLP head. I actually have some high compression heads for it if you want to get crazy and run some race gas in it. It's got a 136 track on it with 2-inch lugs. It's got like brand new Polaris gripper skis off like a 2020 sled on it. And then I've got those twin pipes over there on the wall for it. So it's a cool machine. That is for sure. What else? Island Park, West Yellowstone, Sealy Lake, Bighorns. Yeah, dude. I went to Rabbit Ears last year. Rabbit Ears was sweet. The Rocky Mountains, dude. Oh man, that snow is so good in the Rocky Mountains. We get a lot more snow than the Rocky Mountains here, but it's not. It's a little heavier, a little wetter because we're by the coast. That Rocky Mountain snow is cool. But what's cool here is we'll get big storms, man, like 5 or 6 feet in like 36 hours. It's a trip when it comes down. It's cool. Okay, what's next? Moving right along. The 4 flywheel magneto leads. Okay. Okay. Where are those? Oh. These are my friends down here in this little bag. Ooh, how are we going to remember who goes to who? Did we get lucky? Are they already color-coded for us? Let's see here. Yellow to yellow, black to black, orange to orange and white to white. Psh, let's go. Let's pop on these real quick. Oh, magneto leads disconnected. Disco. Now what? The hood limiter cable. Oh man, dude, we're on step 9 of 10, working right along. We were just removing on those earlier. I think it's an 8 mil. He goes, I think it's an 8 mil. Well, guess what? It was. All right. Yep. We don't want to do that. Okay. Let's get a piece of wood from the corner and get a propping. Get a prop master supreme here. Okay. I like that for now. For now. Let's see here. Any other messages? What year is it again? I'm speechless. I think I'm having a panic attack. It's that one's a 2000, man. 2000. Just all the cool stuff for it. Like I said, high compression head, twin pipes, all sorts of stuff. 11 people in here. What's up, everyone? We are working on the Yamaha Bravo 250, which is basically a kid sled. We ride them though in the mountains when the snow gets firm. On this one, we've cut the tunnel like a mountain sled. See here, beveled in the sides. We got a bigger lug track on it, a different skid on it with more travel. These things are the pit bikes of snowmobiles. They are so much fun to ride. More smiles per mile than anything else. And I got really lucky. This one's actually super cherry. Look at this. 939 original miles to 1987. This thing is so clean. Other than, you know, it's been stored outside some of its life. But nothing a little elbow grease can't take care of. Whoa. Okay. I think it's time to pull the motor mounts. Yeah, 3 engine mounts, and then we remove on the motor. Do we want to take some guesses on sizing? It looks like a 13. A 13 or a 14, but I bet it's a 13. Yeah, that's a 14. We're just gonna commit and go right for the 13 socket. Boom. Full commit. Yeah, right there. Robert knows what's up. Yamaha 250 sled, best workhorse ever designed and built. Robert, have you ever turned yours into a long track mountain sled? Huh? Look at this. Shaved tunnel, modern, more modern suspension under it. It's like got like I don't know, 8 inches of travel now or something instead of 4. The Yamaha Bravos can really be turned into just one of the most fun little mini sleds ever. They're so cool. Okay, this long's a little too long. Let's get the short 13 in play. And I bet we're gonna want, one of the angle buddies and an extender. Let's see here. 11 people in here. Where are y'all watching from? What sleds you got? What are you working with? Oh, still too tight for that one. Can we snake down in here and maybe get on this one? What the hell? Those are 14s? The other side was, the outside one was only a 13. Yeah, those are 14s. They changed it up on me. Okay, no problem. We got 14s on stack. Let's see here. He says, no, I have not done, but I've restored 2. Oh, rad. That fell off the train at, wow, 12 kilometers on both. That's really cool. This one's got 939 miles on it. It has not been restored, it's just been modified. Straight to the mods. We ride them hard though. They're not garage queens by any stretch of the imagination. Let's get the 3/4 socket driver. It'd be really cool though to see some super clean ones. I wish more people had the Bravos. They're like, you know, it's like the Honda Grom, you know. It's only fun if you've got other friends that are on the same style thing. You can't just go rip your Honda Grom with your buddy who's got a R1 or a Gixxer 1000, you know. Let's see, is there a nut underneath here I gotta hold? Or is it just... Let's see here. Okay. Okay, rad. I think it's just held on down there with the, there's like a nut, but it's welded into the frame. One more motor mount, and then we are taking out the motor. Just so we can quickly adjust the ski. And then we'll put it all back in. And I think I'm going to reset the carburetor settings as well while I got it out. Because the settings that are in there are funky. Funky. Ah, Northern Alberta, Canada. You guys up in Canada, you guys had the Bravo a lot longer. They continued to make it when they stopped making it down here. Actually, you'll get a kick out of this. So this one originally was the long track Bravo. Had a 136. But you kind of lose like the playfulness of it. So took it down to a 121. This track is off a Yamaha SRX 700. And then we cut the tunnel short like a modern mountain sled, because that's where we ride these things, or in the mountains. New Hampshire, or let's see here, AJ, is that New Hampshire or is that up in Canada for the NH? Let me know, I'm curious. I'm originally from the East Coast myself. Of the United States, not our fair brothers to the north. All right, last motor mount. What are we working with here? Whoa. Just moving all the motor around. Will you come free easily? Oh yeah. Okay, we are in business. Let's make this a little easier for ourselves. Get the 14 that spins. Okay. Did we get an answer back yet on the NH? New Hampshire. Oh, you race East Coast snowcross? That's rad, dude. I got a snowcross sled. I got this 440 right here. It only runs on race gas. The previous owner tried to run it on 91, blew it up. 110 only. This thing is rad, dude. I host a race in the spring. We do drag racing in oval track, and I race this thing. I got second last year. Up there's a bunch of the trophies. Yeah, snowcross sleds are rad. What snowcross sled do you have, dude? Oh, Maryland, dude? Chesapeake Bay? I'm from Pennsylvania, like south central near like Harrisburg area. When I fly home, I go out of BWI there in Maryland. You got a IQR 600. That's sweet, dude. What year, AJ? What year is your sled? You know what's crazy is I never rode sleds on the East Coast until I moved out west. Where I lived, it just did not snow that much. Oh wow, what a trip. All three motor mount fasteners are different. This is the front, and this one's the rear, and this is the one that comes out here on the clutch area, excuse me. Mark says he used to live near Buffalo, New York, now in Arizona. He had a 92 Polaris. Oh, Sport? Hell yeah, dude, 440. Arizona's not too far. I'm up here in Nevada. Arizona actually, or maybe it was New Mexico I saw. One of you guys are getting some snow right now, which is pretty rad. All right, let's see here. It's time to pull the motor out. But first, we gotta take this off. Is it a, what size is it gonna be? Of course, it's one that I don't have over here, I think. It's gonna be a 12. It's gonna be a 12. Oh no, it's a 10 maybe. Let's see here. A 2016 600 IQR, that's a badass sled. That's a badass sled. You go ATV ride in Pennsylvania, Mountain Ridge is my favorite. I've never been to Mountain Ridge. I used to go to Tower City. Are you familiar with Tower City at all? That's where I rode when I was a kid. Some dirt bike stuff. Tower City was pretty cool. Whoever said, Mark said it was a 10 mil. Yeah, it is a 10 mil, Mark. It is. Old process of elimination. Get you every time. Get you where you want to go. You know, and I should have just walked over and got the 10 socket and put it on the old electric ratchet, but sometimes you just gotta suffer like a man. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Everybody's free. Everybody's ready to party. Oh yeah, come on. What else is hooked up here? Okay. Let's get our clutch bolt out of here, because that's gonna make coming through this hole damn near impossible. We'll put this over here with the clutch. Oh, okay, back over here to the chat. What do we got? You have to come up here and go to Vermont mountain sledding. Okay. Vermont, huh? 60-foot trees, huh? That we get them buried like that out here. We average 450 inches of snow is average for us here. Don't believe me, Google it. It's crazy. We get tons of snow here. One of the best kept secrets on the West Coast. A couple years ago, we actually got 700 inches. Insane. If you go on my Instagram, I've got like a bunch of videos and photos from that season. It's just my name, Ben. B-E-N, last name Burke, B-I-R-K. Find me on Instagram, dude. You can see the 700-inch winner from 2 years ago. But Vermont is badass. My first year out of high school, I went to Vermont and had a really fun time. I was up in Stowe. It was good shit. I learned how to ride powder. I had a great time there. I had a great time in Vermont. Vermont is cool. Okay, we're gonna have to go forward with it. There we go. She's coming out. She's coming out. Let me make sure we got everything. Everyone that's coming along for the trip is free. Bend everyone else back out of the way. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Motor's out. There she be. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. So those of you who've been watching since the beginning know all of that work just so we can bust the nut loose right here on this tie rod and then adjust these skis because they were so misaligned and no one's ever been down in here, you know. Oh man, I really wish I'd bought some motor mounts. I mean, these are all good, but I just don't really like, you know, when's the next time I'm gonna pull out the motor, you know? Probably because I gotta do motor mounts. Oh well, it happens. I know where Somerset is. Oh, Valmont, not Vermont. My dyslexia getting to me. British Columbia. I've been to, where have I been in British Columbia? The ski horse, White Horse? Is that what it's called? Let me know if that's right, if there's a ski resort called White Horse up there in BC. I would love to go do some riding up in BC. Canada is sweet. I've driven through Canada on my way to Alaska. Alaska was really fun too. Alaska was a lot of fun. But Canada is on the bucket list. That one needs to happen. That one needs to happen. I just wish traveling in gas and, well, diesel and everything, it's so much, dude. It's so expensive. It's crazy. You know, like one out of town trip can cost me the same as 4 weekends, you know, riding at home Saturday and Sunday. So 8 rides over a month versus, 2, maybe 3 days up in Canada or out of town. But you know, sometimes you just got to do it because it's worth it. It's worth it to try a different zone, ride some different snow, meet some new people. All right, let's start heating and PB blasting up here on this here unit. Let's get some heat. White Horse, yeah, and Whistler. Yep, that's where I've been. I've driven through the Yukon on my way to Alaska. The Yukon was neat. I saw like a bunch of moose and elk, and the Yukon was a rad place. The gray sled behind me? Oh, I've got a 25 9R and a 25 Boost, both Chaos sleds. The Boost is getting a whole bunch of stuff. Fox shocks, lightweight stuff from ZRP, a wrap, SLP, head, clutching, exhaust, and tuning. So it's going to be like right around 200 horsepower. And then the 9R is going to get SLP, clutching, and exhaust. And that one's just going to kind of say stock other than that. So it'll be fun to switch between the two. Oh, the Boost also has some lower bars, some CFR, some stuff like that. The dealership I work with they really hooked it up this year, so it'll be fun to do both. You know, in 23. Oh shit. That, my friends, was a gas fire. Hopefully we didn't melt anything. I don't think so. It didn't burn very hot for very long. Oh man, I used the blowtorch down there so much earlier. No fire. There, fire. It happens. That's why we got the old fire extinguisher right here, if it was really to get out of control. But the water put it out. The water put it out. That was exciting. Was not expecting that one, but there is a lot of feel down here. I used almost an entire bottle of MAP gas on this thing, and earlier, no fire. Just hit it briefly right there. Poof. Let's see here. What were we talking about? Yeah, gas is expensive. Thanks there, Shot. Whatever. Thanks for the sub too there, Robert. Yeah, should I light more stuff on fire, dude? Cheese and rice. Let's get some of this water out of here. That went up so quick. You think it's gonna do it again? Should I try? Maybe I should go get some more water and then we'll bust the blowtorch out again. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Thanks for hanging out. We're back. I got a fresh 1.5 liters. In case we light the sled on fire again. That's right, for those of you that just tuned in, you missed it. We lit the sled on fire. Hey, is the guy who rides snowcross still in here? I'd love to know where on the East Coast you're riding the snowcross. Snowcross is really rad. I watch it. Oh shoot, what's it? Wherever you can live stream it, you gotta pay for it, but I watch it. See, Robert knows. Robert, that's actually the first time I've ever lit anything on fire. I used the torch all the frickin' time. And that time it got me, dude. I was lucky that I had the water here. I won't lie. I was getting a little nervous. It was probably on fire for what? A good, I don't know, 8, 10 seconds? It wasn't like the littlest fire. And I tried blowing on it there. Didn't work. Luckily we had that little bit of leftover water there. You restore old tractors, yep. Let's see again. Are we gonna go up in flames? 3, 2, 1. No fire this time. Look at that. No more fire. Those of you that just joined in, I'd love to know where you're watching from and what snowmobiles do you have? While we try to get down on this tie rod. That is not the happiest tie rod in the world. The edges already got mangled up of the nut earlier from when I was cranking on it before. Oh, and look at that. That's all we needed. Unbelievable. All that, folks, taking the whole entire motor out over there, all that bull crap, lighting it on fire briefly, just so I could loosen a stinking nut. But it'll be worth it once I've got the correct alignment on the skis. Come on now. Come on now. Get down on there now. There's not the most adjustment left on this end of the tie rod. This is a little less than ideal. Oh, we got an M800, huh? Nice, dude. Arctic Cats are good sleds, dude. The M800 really changed the game. I mean, I remember watching the old Schooled videos, and Brandt and Rasmussen and all those guys were all on their M800s. Oh, your son pretty much adopted it? Adopted or stole it? Let's be honest. And if he's riding your sled, then it sounds like Dad should have himself something nice. Sounds like Dad should get something new. Money no option. What would you buy? What would you buy? Loosey goosey here. A little loosened up. Oh, and then we're gonna have to clean up the mess and align on this here ski. Alright, I think I'm going to clean up, and then we're going to align the ski, and then maybe actually before all this, a quick whiskey break. Should we do a whiskey shot or no? Oh, Robert says you're standing next to it. It's actually right behind you. If I had an unlimited budget. Which one? The 9R, the Boost, the 440, or the 800? I'd be shocked if it was the 800. My guess is it's one of these two. And depending on what elevation you live at, if you were at sea level, maybe the 9R. And if you're at elevation, I mean, if you don't go with anything other than the Boost at elevation, I think you're just selling yourself short. Oh, he says a 9R Boost. A 9R Boost would be sick. I hope they do that, whether it's towards the end of the Matrix cycle, or if they do it whenever they come out with the next chassis. A 9R Boost would be sick. And it seems like everything that Brandt does, he does it for a few years first, and then it comes out on the Polaris stuff next. So, if watching him and what he rides is essentially seeing a preview of what Polaris is going to do, 9R Boost, I bet it's coming. Oh, you got a street bike? You took your son's street bike in exchange for the M800? Not a bad deal. Street bikes are fun. I had a street bike before. Kawasaki, what did they make? The 636 or something like that? That was a cool bike, man. I really enjoyed it. If I was a rich man, I would definitely track sport bikes. I think it might be better than sleds. Sport bikes are like the poor man's jet plane. I think that's rad. I think that's real rad. Yeah. Let's go do a whiskey shot, and then we're gonna come back and do the skis. Come on into the Casa briefly. Ooh, she's almost empty. No beers. No beers. All right, cleanup time. Those two can stay. That can stay. A bachelor fridge. That's right. Although I've been learning how to cook. I've been stepping up my game. I cooked like 40 muff pot meals so far for this winter. All sorts of stuff. Goulash, some Thai food stuff, some Mexican taco stuff. I've been really enjoying stepping up my cooking game. Because who doesn't like food? And you know what? Women really like it if you can cook for them too. That is like a cheat code. What we got here? 9 mil, 11, 13, 14. Spring puller, ghetto spring puller. These are a little messy from the oil. Let's get that off of there. All right, if anyone's just joining and you got the audio on, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what sled you've got. We are working on this Yamaha 250. It's a kid's snowmobile. But we ride them in the mountains. We mod them so you can ride them around in the mountains. And I mean, I own the Boost. I own the 9R. They're fun. They're fun sleds, but I'll tell you what. I think this sled makes me laugh and smile more. Those are like pure adrenaline. This one is just pure enjoyment. I like can't even explain it to you. It's something you have to experience. Like if you have the chance to ride a 200 Bravo or 250 Bravo, excuse me, you cannot pass that opportunity up. And as soon as you ride it, you're gonna want one. And depending on where you live, they're either easy to find or very hard to find. I've been looking for a couple of years after riding my buddies, and this one finally popped up. First one I had really seen locally. It was a long track Bravo, so it was a 136, and we like to ride them around 121, so we put a shorter track or shorter skid and track on it. Put a track from a Yamaha SRX 700 on it. The skid is out of a Polaris, so we doubled the rear travel, which was nice because the skid that was in it from 1987 was shitty, for lack of a better word. Just didn't have any travel. Had like no travel, so it just destroy your back. Almost done with the cleanup here, and then it's time to work on that ski, and then we'll slap the motor back in. How about that? How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? How about them election results the other night, huh? Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay. All right. Let's get this baby down on the ground and see what we can do here. I'm really excited to weigh this thing. These things were like, 300, like 350 plus, I think, for the long track version. You know, it's got like these bumpers over here I took off. That old skid was heavy. The old track, you know, wasn't too bad in weight. But if we could get this thing, if I could break into the 2s on the weight, like full of fuel, if I can get this thing 299 or less for weight, I would be ecstatic. I would be ecstatic. So there's an old snowmobile racer. I forget his name. But he's got a saying, nothing's lighter than a hole. So once I get this thing all back together, we might start putting some holes in it. Start lightening this thing up. Let's get her down on the ground. Oh, normally I put it right here, but we got the motor there. Run out of space, guys. Here. We'll just pick it up for now. Can hang out on top of the snowblower. Oh, time to lose all of our heat. All right, let's see how bad these skis are. Right side's awesome. The left side is kicked out too far. How many turns to the center of the Tootsie Pop? Nope. Of course. 330 pounds on the Bravo. Depends on which one you got. I think I've got a catalog inside that claims, I think the short tracks were maybe in the 2s. But regardless, I want to get mine in the 2s. That would be so sick. Okay. Let's see how that did. Oh, it's closer. We're getting closer. Can you believe we got to do all this just to adjust the alignment on the ski? So dumb. Doesn't seem to be doing too much for us here. What's going on? All right. What is up with this ski, man? Why don't you want to play along, man? Okay. That's what we should do. I wonder if it's gonna let us. Right, dude? Freaking engineers, man. Robert said. Freaking engineers, man. Oh, sick. Yes. Yes. We're going to get some free turns. Some free turns back on the threads. Rad. Okay. Now, what happens if we go like that? Oh, it's angled in so bad. Man, that ski has gotten hit so hard. It's gotten hit so hard in its life. That's always the problem with these old sleds, man. Is the skis. They get so beat up and no one ever fixes them. Anyone who's just tuning in, you missed it. We lit the sled on fire earlier. Totally lit it on fire. But luckily we got it out pretty quick. But for those that was watching, it was pretty funny. What's up, JK? Aaron wants to know, how can you get a hold of me on the 800? Find me on Instagram. If you're on there, and you can help me, we can chat and figure out how to get you the machine if you really want it. There's a bunch of videos on my YouTube, not a bunch, but there's definitely some videos on my YouTube of that 800 if you want to check it out. Man, this ski is so bad. This ski is so bad. You guys probably can't see when I go back there, but it is kicked in like this. I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of thread on the adjuster. See, this side's great. This side, not great. Not great at all. East Texas, that's what's up. I went down to Austin to watch MotoGP at the Circuit of Americas. I also went to the Comedy Mothership, Joe Rogan's place, saw some comedy. Texas is cool, man. Texas is cool. All right, I got an idea of what we're gonna do here. Since, if you see my foot, right now the ski's like this, but I'm running out of thread. If I keep pulling it in like this, I'm gonna run out of thread. So, I'm gonna go ahead and like, probably use up a fair amount of the thread, and then I'm gonna switch it on the spline so then it kicks out like this. Then I can thread or spin the tie rod the other way and bring it back. Hopefully in the end it will leave me with some adjustment for both ways. That way if I hit it against something in the future, that I'll be able to adjust it back without having to take the motor out. because while it was pretty easy, not really something I want to have to do on the regular. Do you blame me? Who would want to take out the motor on the regular? Oh, that is tight. Ouch. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, see, it's still so bad. All right. Time to make some wild changes here. Yes, the motor is out. We are adjusting the skis. Had to take the motor out to be able to adjust one of the skis. The tie rod end was buried under the motor. We couldn't get it loose. So now we're gonna adjust the ski and then we're gonna put the motor back in. Okay, let's see what that does. Yeah, it kicks it pretty far out, which is fine, because now we've got all the tie rod in the world to play with. And if this doesn't do it, oh boy. Oh boy. But it should. Hopefully it will. But yeah, Texas was rad. I would totally go back to Texas. I'd love to go watch another race. Up around Tyler. Yes, the sled runs. It's only got 900 miles on it. Okay, you're a little north of Austin. Oh, your brother lives in a little north of Austin. All right. Oh man, dude, it is just so bad. Oh man. I just wonder I wonder if there's something that's bent. So hard to know. You know, having just bought this thing off of Facebook, some guy was letting his daughters ride it, which is super cool. Gotta keep the girls in the sport too, man. Bit by bit, we're making our way. If you guys are just tuning in, let me know where you're watching from and what sled you got. We're working on a Yamaha Bravo 250. It's a kid's sled. If you Google it, you'll see what I'm talking about. I wonder how far we can go until we've got too much thread out. That's what I worry about. But yeah, I found this thing on Facebook. I think the guy wanted like 500. I forget how much he wanted for it. And I hit him up like early in the summer, and I should have just went and got it, because I could have paid a little less. I waited till like middle of summer to get it, and he had gotten some more interest on it. Started to kind of realize how cool of a sled this really is. Man, it is bad. It is bad. Let's see here. What's up, JK? Thanks for the subscribe, dude. Best fishers from Manitoba? Yeah, we don't have any snow. Well, we've got snow to ski right now, but that's it. Oh. I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Take this off again. And let's just go ahead and thread it back on like we were earlier. Whoops, wrong way. We'll just bring it all back. Man, this thing really took a hit. It really took a hit. I've never had to thread the tie rod back in. To make something work like this before. That's a first for me. Good thing I took the motor out, because this would not be possible had I left it in. No siree. What's up, man? Why does it feel like we're going the wrong way? There we go. You know, trying to work and talk at the same time, it's not really the easiest thing in the world to do. A little distracting. But we're gonna get where we want to be. Guess we are. Okay. Sweet. Looking pretty good there. Ooh, I've got an idea now. Now we're getting experimental. Sorry guys, I'm not really talking here, trying to focus. On making some improvements here. Okay. Ugh. All right, we're gonna commit. I've got a game plan. We're gonna make it happen. This is the worst. The hands down worst ski alignment